Hey guys, this is Dan's Wonders, and today I'm making a YouTube video about the Bible, about God's teaching in the Bible. Well, I saw this YouTube video by Jerry. It's a AOC network. That's his network, and he's Christian, and he broke down some pretty cool stuff about the Bible, about his teachings, as in like the olive trees. He teaches about the olive trees, what Jesus teaches in the Bible, and he breaks it down, saying that in Revelation, in the end of the times, they're going to have two witnesses. And the two witnesses, you think that they would be two people, but they're not two people. And you think they would be Elijah and Enoch, but they're not Elijah and Enoch. No, no, no. The two witnesses, which is in the Bible, Jesus described them as the two olive trees, which is pretty amazing. The two olive trees. As far as the Gentiles is they're not Jewish, but they believe in God. The ones that believe in God are the olive trees, which are the Gentiles, but they're not Jewish. But only the ones that believe in God. And they have the Jewish, it said in the Bible, the Jewish people who persecuted Jesus, they said in the end of the times of Revelation, it says that those people will soon come towards Jesus and believe in him, and they too will become the olive tree. So basically, the two witnesses are the two olive trees, which are two group of people. Like the olive trees has a lot of branches. They're the branches. They're the people. They're the two groups of people, two olive trees. So one group of the Gentiles and one group of the Jewish people. So basically, what it's saying is that at the end of the times, those two groups will receive God's power before his second coming. And they're going to witness Jesus Christ to all the people who don't believe, and they're going to do catastrophe, create major earthquakes, everything. The ones that believe in God, that are there before his second coming, that in this generation or next generation, any generation before Jesus' second coming, those people who believe in God, it could be myself too, that will still be here if he comes in this generation. We will have power to actually destroy everything, so that we could bear witness that Jesus Christ is the Son of God and he's God, and people should believe who don't believe. And I think that's really amazing. So, I just want to talk to about that. What I discovered as I was, listening to Jerry on his YouTube. But there's something else I discovered that was pretty amazing. Like, I was still looking on his YouTube channel about God and about the olive tree, and I was at work when this happened too. As I was doing all this, basically out of nowhere, this truck comes to me, because I'm a security guard. This truck comes to me and asks me a question. This truck driver in the truck asked me a question, and he said, "Do you know where Olive Street is?" As soon as he asked me that question, I was so amazed, because God, man, God worked through him, telling me that the olive tree, the two witnesses, is the truth, and it's really going to happen when God's people have all that power of God's power and create catastrophe before Jesus' second coming. And he said, "Do you know where Olive Street is?" No lie, this actually happens. As I was looking, reading about God and the olive tree, he asked me, "Do you know where Olive Street is?" And if San Bernardino turns into Olive Street, before he said that, well, after he said that, I was like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, I was just reading about God and the olive tree, and you just mentioned the olive. Like, where's Olive Street? And I was like, that is so amazing. Like, seriously, that is amazing how God works through him, like, wow. Through his prophecy in the Bible, and all these things are true. Like, that's a sign that it's going to happen. There's going to be two witnesses that's going to have the power of God. God's going to give them power, and they're going to testify that Jesus Christ is the Son of God and he is God. And he's going to come down in the second coming. So I just told the guy, San Bernardino turns into Olive Street, and I was like, man. And then I asked him, do you believe in God? And he was like, yes, I do. I was like, wow, this is definitely God's talking, about what's going to happen at the end of the time. And I'm like, at the end, when he left, he said, God bless me. And I'm like, God bless you too. I was like, man, that's amazing. Like how Jesus works in mysterious ways through people about, explaining what's going to happen at the end. That's the truth. And that is so amazing. I was like, wow. So yeah, after that, I called my mom as soon as possible to tell her what happened. And I talked to my dad, and it's just so amazing how that came to be that day when I was working. Man, that was pretty cool, amazing how Jesus works. But yeah, just, that's what I want to talk to you guys about. The two olive trees, it's not two people, it's two group of people that will testify that Jesus Christ is the Son of God and he's God and he's coming down. And they're going to bear witness again for that. And also, it talked about lampstones, with the olive trees. In the Bible, it says that two witnesses with lampstones. So lampstones or lamp, like Jerry, the guy who was doing that, who was making the YouTube video, he said that he looked in the Bible and lampstones actually means the church. So the church is like a group of people, which is true. God's people. So the two olive trees will come together, which is the Gentiles, the ones who believe in God, who are not Jewish, but they have to believe in God, and the Jewish people who, persecute Jesus, but, will believe in God. So they're going to be an olive tree too, but God will be working on them. But yeah, that's all I want to share with you guys. Man, that's so amazing though. God bless you guys. Dance Wonders. Peace.